Alexa, show me the home front door.
Okay.
Hey, I'm glad you could join me. I hope we can get your script figured out. Okay. Time frame. I don't see the time frame on the initial post. I just see that you're looking at the 1010 entry and the 1020 entry. Said at 1010 and went down to 7160. I should have made a buy order, but it didn't. Is that the 1 minute time frame, I'm guessing, or? That must be for another day. Okay, 111. Okay, gotcha. And then that's the 1 minute time frame. $111, $10.10. Okay, you're talking about here when it crossed down in this area. But it looks like it was already in a position from January the 10th. And so it didn't take another position. Or at least mine didn't. Did yours take a new position at 10:10? Said it didn't place a buy order. It didn't. Yeah, it wouldn't place one because you're already in a position. Down. Know if you change. Okay, I see. All right, so we'll make it just for 112. What is that? The 12th? Is that the 12th? 11th. Okay. Well, wait a minute. Last date, 11th. First date, 11th. Okay, I see what you're saying. So the first date being the 11th there, and it's not referencing any moving averages, so it doesn't need any max bars back or anything like that. Yep, so you're right. When it crossed down in that region, it did not take a trade. Did it gap down or anything? Let's see. Because you're saying that the close has to be what, between 71.58 and 71.62. And when it crosses through this region, 58. That's why, Monair. Because at 10:12, well, let's see. 71.58, 62. This close here was 63. This close was, the open was 61. So that close didn't fall between 58 and 62. And this close down here closed below 58. It closed at 56. This close here looks like it closed at 62. So if you had made the script equal to 62, then it probably would have took the entry. So let's see. Back. So if you were to do, well, yeah, you did do it. You did do it. You did greater than or equal to. Greater than or equal to. So let's just, and this is what the other technicians were talking about when they were saying use the print function. So this is where you want to use the print function, and you say something like, we'll just say print, or we'll say if time is greater than or equal to 10, what was that? Like, we'll say 10:08, then we'll say print, and then we'll do time, and then hit a space, and then we'll do close. Come over here, and I've got other stuff printing, unfortunately. I don't know exactly what's up there right now printing, so I can't remove it, but let's see if we go back to 10:21. Where is time is greater than or equal to 10:08. Oh, you know what? I probably have something on another script clearing the print log. So unfortunately, I'm gonna have to figure out what I have clearing the print log. So bear with me. I might just have to turn the other workspaces off for the time being. All right, let me see here. Let's just close these other workspaces. Get to the bottom of it. No, I'm not from TradeStation. I've just been coding and trading for quite a while, and in this last several months, I've been doing a lot more, and I've gotten comfortable with it enough that I figured I would try to assist other coders with, you know, if they have a problem or an issue that it seems like I may be able to get to the bottom of, which I felt like I could get to the bottom of yours, but now, you know, I don't know. We'll see. Still only printing after 10:21 for some reason. Okay, well, let's try this. I'm gonna let's just print every bar and see how much we get. Ah, you're welcome. You're welcome. Hopefully you get something worthwhile, you know. All right, so this time it's printing is going from 10:21. Not getting that 10:15 or so. Let me try. One more thing here. I'm gonna just do a random show me. Just call it Baba. And then, so this is one of the templates that I typically use when I'm doing something with one of my codes. I'll just use this to find some conditions. So we'll say that if bear and ticks greater than V6 and low is lower than the low before it. Okay. Come over here, we'll add it. Bye-bye. Question mark. There it is. Baba. That. All right. That seems like a lot. Bear and ticks and ticks is greater than V6. Okay, we'll do minus. Nevertheless, we'll say if time is greater than 0945 and time is less than 1045, then print bar number. Okay, so it's printing from the first bar, so we shouldn't have any issue there. Let's just use this and we'll just say, so we'll go back to the time around that 10 o'clock time. 10 o'clock and time is less than 10:20. Then we're going to print the time and then space. Then we're going to print the close. Okay, so there we go. So in that 10:10 to 10:12 range, we got a 71, 65, 63, 61, 56. So again, your criteria said that it had to be greater than or equal to 58, or less than or equal to 62. So none of these fall in that range, except for 12. 7160 at 1020. Yeah, 1012 was equal to 62. Oh yeah. I'm sorry. There's a 61. Yep. Okay. Bar 1010. Yeah, that's exactly what you were saying. So I'm just as curious as you are. Let's do this. We'll say, we'll take this out and we'll say, we'll say close is less than or equal to 7162, and close is greater than or equal to 7158. Close is less than or equal to 7162 and close is greater than or equal to 7158. How am I getting all this popping up now? Oh, we're on 51. Yeah, because I'm at the bottom of the screen. Usually I don't use the bottom of the screen. I'm usually using condition 1 up here. All right, there we go. All right, so yep, we got the 1010 and we got the 1012. So why isn't your strategy finding that? Let's do this. We're gonna print. We're gonna print these. See if there's something wrong with the way it's calculating your ranges. So let's print the low and the high, and they shouldn't change because that's a constant, that's a constant, and that's a constant. So they shouldn't change. So for every bar, they should stay the same. So we're gonna print that, and then we'll print the high. Sometimes it's just something very small, something nuanced that'll make it not do right. Yeah, they're all the same, 7158 and 7162. As I scroll down, there's no changes there. So it's got the right calculation, and I think it knows the difference between, 58 and 62, because clearly it understood the concept over here. So then let's look at this. If in trade equals false, and it will be false because you're not in a trade and you declared it as false up here. If the close is greater than or equal to that which we determined to be 58, and the close is greater than or equal to target high, which we determined to be 62, and there was no issues with that, then begin 5 position size shares X bar market. Looks good to me, Munir. I mean, looks fine to me. I see why you're I see why you're puzzled, because so am I. I tell you what, let's do this, because we know this is supposed to be 71.58. We'll just hard code it 71.62, verify it, and it still didn't. Let's make sure that I did that in the strategy. Yeah, I did that in the strategy. Make sure the strategy is on. It is. Huh. Yeah, I saw it worked another time, right? Yeah, so it definitely worked there. But again, even with it hard-coded in there, it must be some reason. Let's do, we can't plot within here. Did you try just taking this out and again, just kind of doing the hard code deal? Let's see. You got begin, do that, and then we'll say, I'm gonna copy this, put it there. Close greater than or equal to 71.58 and 70. Then buy. Nope, still didn't take it. Let's see about simplifying it and just say if it's greater than 71. I'm gonna cut that. Huh. If it's greater than 71, we said if it's greater than 71, and it didn't take it until it got this many bars out? That doesn't make sense. That definitely doesn't make sense. If close is greater than 71, then we're going to buy. And it decided to skip all these bars before it bought. And all these bars are over 71. So for some reason, it might still have something to do with max bars back, right? That is how many bars back? That's 51 bars. Let's see what the max bars back is. So we'll go down here and we'll get rid of this, and we'll just print max bars back. And when we do that, Yep, when we do that, we get 50. That's your problem. And I didn't know that that applied to... I mean, you don't need bars back on this, though, because you just have constants. So typically, you need bars back when you are using a strategy that calls for a number of bars in order for it to calculate, such as a moving average. If you have a 50 bar moving average, then you need at least 50 bars to create a 50 bar moving average, but your strategy doesn't call for any calculations that require more than the current bar. So, you know what? There is something on your strategies. If you go to customize, not customize, user define, auto detect, you might have to set this to 0. And I don't know if this will work because I had a terrifying week last year when I was trying to work on strategies and everything when I didn't understand max bars back. So now I have a decent understanding about it, but actually that's not going to work because for some reason when you pull up a strategy or a code and you have to do what I just did. Unfortunately, I lost my development environment. Just happened a little bit ago. I don't know what happened to it. All right, so I'm gonna have to close it. Hopefully I didn't lose everything. Open it back up. But you have to do what I just did. You have to go into the easiest way is to go into the print log. Where's it at? The easiest way is to go into the print log. Yeah, I'm gonna try to pull it up if I can. Here it is. Okay. And then I gotta go run pick my daughter up. I'm sorry, I didn't realize that I'd catch you, so I'm glad I did. But so what you want to do is all you have to do. You see, I already have it in my template because it's just that important. It's already. This is my template that I use, right? It's already in my template. All you have to do is type print max bars back and then close the quotations, right? So on the strategy, I've got it here, print max bars back. And then once you verify it, and then once you run it on your script, I have my print log as a hotkey, so I don't know how you get to it. I don't know how you get to it if you don't have it as a hotkey, so you'll have to play around with that. There it is. Go to View and go to Easy Language Print Log, and then when you tap that, your print log will come up here. So whenever you're working on a strategy or a study, right? So if I pull up another study, say this, whatever this is, I don't even know what that is. It won't let me edit the easy language. But if I go to one of my show me's, this is something I did on Tesla some time ago, and I'm just going to go on here and I'm going to go print Tesla max bars back. And then when I tap that, this is 5 minute 08:04:23. Go here, 5 minute 08:04:23 right there. Add that, and you see when it prints. Now this study, this show me has a max bar back setting of 74. So when you go to your chart, you need to have at least 74 bars back on your ticker or on your studies in order for it to properly pull up. So when you go to studies here, and then you go to 5 minute Tesla, you double click it, and then user define, you can set it to 74. One thing you don't want to do is do it user define and then click default, because then it will make it that number for everything. Now usually TradeStation is smart enough where it can figure out what it needs to be, and auto detect works and it'll be fine. But so with your situation, like you said, if you're doing it like this, then you probably need to at least go to sessions and turn on 24 hours so you get some bars prior to within the pre-market or something. So you get it. So you get at least those 50 bars, so that when you come time to market hours, you'll be able to get your studies. All right. And then the problem here, I guess, is because it did buy it in pre-market. Now that it's in position, it won't take it here. So you'd have to do something like go into your strategy and tell it to, I don't know how comfortable you are with it. You might have to play around with it a little bit, but you probably have to end up telling it to only start taking entries at 9:30 or something like that. All right, you say no, nowhere. It was showing default 50.
Motion detected at home front door.
But I don't have any study. Well, the strategy, right? Okay, were you able to find that, Munir? Like I said, where you go to edit studies, and then you pull up, or just go to your strategy, and then you double click your strategy, or you go to customize. Nope, go to properties for all, and then under properties for all, you can change the max bars back reference there. What does yours have? If it doesn't have the 50 default, what does it have? And are you on understood? Okay, you're on strategy. And if your strategy, okay, if your strategy is on the same screen as like a 200 period moving average or something like that, then it's going to need 200 bars. It uses the one that requires the most. If this strategy requires only 50, and you have a 100 period moving average on your chart, then it's going to need 100 bars. If you also have a 200 period moving average on your chart, it's going to need 200 bars. So it's going to require the most bars that any of your studies or strategies requires. That's how I've understood it anyway. Okay, good. You changed the one and took the trade. Perfect. All right. Well, I was able to help out. So, I promise you, this kind of issue took me about 2 weeks to figure out. So anyway, I'm glad I was able to help you figure it out. Be sure to like and subscribe, and I'm gonna get out of here before I get out of trouble. And send me a message if you need to on TradeStation, on the forums. And hey, get out there and make some good strategies, make some money. All right, I'm Eric. I'm out. Peace.